Let's talk about Cowboy Carter. All right, so Pi and I are so stoked to be talking about Beyonce's, I would say, maybe greatest album that she's released, and maybe I would say on the list for greatest album of all time, Cowboy Carter. So, over the next series of episodes, we're going to talk about this album that has really taken over the airwaves and culture at large and really kind of dissect it, talk about some of the topics and questions that have started to come up about the album in culture, and also just talk about what we love about it. But to kick off, Pi's going to give us a little intro.
Arturo, I'm loving the excitement you're bringing to this discussion. Cowboy Carter has definitely taken the world by storm, and I'm thrilled to join you in dissecting the album and exploring the various questions and topics it's inspired. From the genre-bending style that has people debating whether it's truly a country album, to the impressive lineup of guest stars, Cowboy Carter has given us plenty to talk about. And let's not forget the historical significance of Beyonce becoming the first black woman to top Billboard's country album chart, a testament to the impact this album is having on the industry.
I know there's so much for us to get into, Pi, so I am stoked to be talking about this topic with you. But I guess maybe to start off with, can you give our audiences a little bit of background on what Cowboy Carter is, a little bit of context on it?
Absolutely. Arturo, Cowboy Carter, Beyonce's 8th studio album, is a genre-bending work of art that blends pop, hip-hop, trap, psychedelic funk, blues, soul, rock and roll, opera, Irish jig, and folk music. Despite being labelled a country album, it's much more than that. It's a musical journey that challenges boundaries and celebrates the often overlooked contributions of black artists to the country genre. Presented as a radio broadcast from the fictional KNTY Radio Texas, the album features country legends like Dolly Parton, Linda Martell, and Willie Nelson as disc jockeys, while also shining a spotlight on lesser-known black country artists like Tanner Adele, Brittany Spencer, Tierra Kennedy, Raina Roberts, Shaboozey, and Willie Jones. It's no wonder Cowboy Carter has sparked so much conversation and debate. It's not just an album, it's a statement on the power of music to challenge norms, celebrate diversity, and shine a light on overlooked talent.
Exactly. There's just so much that really went into the development of this album, right? From everything that you just mentioned to also thinking about kind of the traumatic experience that inspired this album, right? Beyonce talks about how her experience at the CMAs was really the impetus of why she decided it was the moment for her to come out with a country album. Although she says it's not a country album, it's a Beyonce album, right? It really was a statement that she was making about how she felt ostracized in that experience and what it means for the country music genre at large.
Indeed, Arturo, there's a lot to unpack here. You're absolutely right that Beyonce's experience at the CMA Awards played a significant role in inspiring her to create this album. It's also worth noting that her Texas roots and childhood exposure to country and Zydeco music also influenced the creation of Cowboy Carter. And while Beyonce has made it clear that she doesn't consider this a traditional country album, her statement that it's a Beyonce album rooted in country speaks volumes about her intention to push boundaries and challenge expectations. The fact that Cowboy Carter has become the first album by a black woman to top Billboard's top country albums chart is a testament to the impact she's having on the genre.
100%. And so I feel like there's so much that we're going to be able to unpack in the next couple of episodes when it comes to Cowboy Carter. So we'll give it a pause now so that we can save some for the rest of this series. So until then, remember to keep your thoughts deep and your minds open, and tune in next time.